So great you could be with us. I am joined by Greg Engert, beer director for the Neighborhood Restaurant Group, a James Beard Award nominee. The group includes up in North Bethesda, Owen's Ordinary. In Georgetown, you have the Sovereign. And down by Nats Park, Bluejacket, which, we may be talking about in a moment. And we're very glad you could join us in our 9th anniversary month. Greg, it is always good to see you.
You too, Brennan.
What is on tap this week?
So, like you said, this week we have a great new beer from Bluejacket, which has been around for 7 out of the 9 years we've been doing this.
Bluejackets. It's the new kid on the block.
Which is crazy to me. I'm not sure which one I think is more astonishing.
Well, there's a lot of new kids on the block after we started doing this.
But and so, over those past 7 years, we've been continually evolving our offering, creating and experimenting, exploring flavors. This beer is called Bazooka Tooth. It just came out. It's a 6% double fruited sour. As you can see, it is loaded up with blackberries, blueberries, raspberries, a little bit of milk sugar and vanilla to round it out.
Is it bad to say it smells like a great smoothie?
Exactly what it smells like, and it drinks like. And the great part here is that we balance sweetness and acidity, so it's not too tart.
At all.
It's rich and creamy, which I love without being overwhelming. It still retains that kind of light, refreshing character. And we've had a lot of success with these recently. Our brewing team, led by Ro Gunzel, is the director of brewing operations at Bluejacket for the past 3 years, just absolutely killing, classic styles, IPAs, barrel-aged beers, and recently these fruited sours have been phenomenal.
Oh, I really like that. But let me ask you, on the can here, are those Skittles, gum balls, or billiard balls?
I'd have to say billiard balls just so we don't get any trademark infringement. But
okay. Okay.
It's a cool thing that with the labels. I've mentioned this before.
I love that.
Up until a few years ago now. Canning beer didn't make sense for a small brewery like ours because we're making different beer every day. We couldn't commit to loads and loads of the same can. We want to change our offerings. And so the industry kind of complied. We have a great company that sells us small amounts of cans so we don't have to buy truckloads. We can get these labels printed in 10 days' time, which is fun. And so we work with Chris Mullins, who's our creative director and has been for over a dozen years now at Neighborhood Restaurant Group. He and I work together to name the beers and then get these labels, get them going. So it's a fun process that leads to some really cool results.
I'm going to sound biased, but I think your guys' labels are phenomenal. There's dozens and dozens and dozens of breweries who do great label work, whether it's a photo put on or a sketch or a design, and you guys are one of them. And Bazooka I thought about gum because of Bazooka. Now, I'm an old man. When I was a kid,
those the cartoons.
Well, and the little piece of gum that was like 2 cents with a cartoon in it.
And to be wrapped with So this is funny. When we come up with names, we're just kind of searching for any inspiration. And Tim Liu, who's the assistant beer director for our company,
he's too young to know.
He doesn't know Bazooka,
Timmy.
But he knows this song called Bazooka Tooth from a band he loves called Aesop Rock.
Okay.
And so long ago, Tim created a list of cool song names that we have been mining pretty consistently for our beer names recently. So if you kind of look through, you'll see a pattern emerge. So we went with that, and then Chris Mullins, who creates the label artwork, was inspired, I think, by the fruit nature of the beer and maybe some of that Bazooka gum. And here we are. All
right. Well, I hope you don't get any copyright problems with the names. So what would you pair this with?
An amazing. I really love the fruit forward character here. It's almost like a sauce. So you could do it with I could see seared salmon with a little bit of like an orzo salad on the side. Grilled pork chops with sage and raspberry work nicely together. A big fat like ham and brie grilled cheese would be phenomenal with this. Maybe some ribs. Even like some nicely seared tuna, I think would be great.
That sounds fabulous.
Yeah.
Really cool. Greg, thank you as always.
Thank you.
Everyone, be sure to drink responsibly and be sure to bring your thirst next time for another beer of the week.